Hello everybody, this is Tip Top MTG here today with another Magic the Gathering video. In today's video we are going to be talking about Kaldheim and Strixhaven School of Mages and a little bit of information we've already gotten about it. Now, Strixhaven and Kaldheim are the next two premier Magic sets, meaning that they are the next two standard legal sets after Zendikar Rising. Now, we're still in the middle of Zendikar Rising spoiler season, and while this is a small bit of information, on the bottom of a Mashable article, their spoiler article, they said, fitting with Zendikar Rising's land theme, Magic the Gathering head designer Mark Rosewater told Mashable that all the set's modular double-faced cards have a land on at least one side of them. And here's where we get something interesting. So this was in an email. Zendikar Rising has modal double-faced cards that are also a creature, another land, an instant, or a sorcery. So it's those and a land in Zendikar Rising. Further card combinations will be revealed in the next two premier sets, Kaldheim and Strixhaven, which will include modular double-faced cards as well. We originally designed modal double-faced cards way back in 2011's original Innistrad when we first created the transforming double-faced cards, and I've been waiting for the right place to finally make use of them. I'm really excited that modal double-faced cards finally have their day, and I can't wait to see the players' reactions to it. Now, what do we learn here? Well, here's a really important line. Further card type combinations will be revealed in the next two premier sets. That means that both Kaldheim and Strixhaven are going to have modal double-faced cards. And that is really weird. Think about it. Go back into the past. When was the last time that two sets in a row that weren't part of a block, because blocks sometimes do that, or just two sets in a row that are not happening on the same plane, follow a completely different story, or three sets in a row actually, and that come out so far apart in terms of, Zendikar Rising is coming out like now. Strixhaven probably won't be coming out until like May. So like every set between now and May is going to have these modal double-faced cards, which I think may be a sign that this is going to be the way of the future. Now, they didn't say anything about the Dungeons and Dragons, set, but I would not be that surprised if that one doesn't have it, well, because it's a Dungeons and Dragons set and they want to, be very focused. It would make sense if Innistrad Vampires and Werewolves don't have it because the whole transforming thing, you wouldn't want to have modal spells and the actual transform spells because that would be confusing to the player. So if you look at next year, the only two sets that make sense for modal double-faced cards are Kaldheim and Strixhaven. And so I think it would not be that crazy to think that in the future, we will start to see modal double-faced cards in every set. And he says here further card type combinations. And, I think that's implying that the right side might not always be a land, because Zendikar cares about lands, right? So maybe if the right side is a saga and the left side is a creature, and so you can either play the creature or the creature's story. That's not my idea. Thank you, random person on Reddit. Just stuff like that. So I think this is a really interesting space, and I think that incorporating maybe not as many as Zendikar, because I think a big part of Zendikar is these modal double-faced cards, which is kind of weird because it's so much a part of Zendikar that every set of Zendikar, or every pack of Zendikar Rising has a modal double-faced card. So yeah, I think it's a little weird that we're seeing it, but I think that it shows how much of a potential this style of card has. I know a lot of people don't like flip cards, but I think that these modal ones are pretty good, and I just think that they make a lot of sense. So I would not be surprised if, say, Strixhaven, Kaldheim, they're still just, one type of card on the right. So maybe for all of Kaldheim, it's always enchantments on the right. But then maybe Strixhaven, it's instant and sorceries on the right. Or maybe they start just moving away from this has to be everything, the same thing on the right. And it's just, hey, we threw in a couple double-faced cards, modal ones. So yeah, the real big news here is that there will be modal double-faced cards in Kaldheim and Strixhaven, and that they will be in different combinations than we have now. So things that they don't have now: planeswalkers, artifacts, enchantments. Those are the three main ones that I would not be surprised to start seeing on cards. Now, Yeah, so I have a little bit more information. If you don't want to know more about Kaldheim, there's been some leaks in the past that said, hey, we're going to Kaldheim, and they got that right. So if you don't want any other information about Kaldheim, I would recommend clicking off now, but we're going to go over this quickly. On the MTG rumors page, they talk about how Alpha Investments, they do these occasional leak videos where, you know, they just say things, and a lot of the time it's not true, but there are some times where it is true. And they said that, you know, Kaldheim was coming and what they spoiled. So obviously these are leaks. This does not mean this is guaranteed, but they said that this winter will return with the snow mechanic and a legendary squirrel creature. So yeah, those are the actual leaks. The rest has been speculating, but supposedly Kaldheim is going to have the snow mechanic, so I thought maybe they might do a land, and then one of the lands was a snow land or something along those lines. Maybe something along that. Now, yeah, that's everything we know about Kaldheim and a little bit about Strixhaven. I think the fact that Modal Double Faced cards are coming back means that it's going to be something similar to, you know, an evergreen ability where it's just in every set. And I think that could be a good thing for the future of the game. Let me know what you guys think about all this news in the comments down below. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.